Okay, my friends, I have meditated all day because the last few readings have been very, very disturbing for me. Okay? I look at all these other tarot readers online and they're talking about yes, no, will you find love, will you not? My readings are entirely different, apparently. Black candles are good at bringing protection and dispelling negative energy. Evil energy, and trust me, there is evil out there and it works through people's actions and intentions. So the black candle helps dispel or push away those negative energies that are coming against you. Earlier today I tried to do a reading that included a chant and meditation in order to push the negativity away, but for now I'm just going to show you that a black candle will help you do that. Our first card of the reading is the Death card in the Thoth or Thoth Tarot, and do not fear this card. The figure in the card is intended to resemble Osiris, the Egyptian god Osiris, who was chopped into many pieces by his very jealous and envious brother, who is also a god, Seth. And when he was chopped into pieces, he was cast into the Nile River, and Isis, his wife, gathered all the pieces of his body except his reproductive organs, which were swallowed by a fish. And he ends up reproducing somehow with Isis, and they give birth to their son, who becomes a god, which I've discussed in other readings. But for the nature of this reading, he becomes the god of the underworld, the lord of the dead. And these waters, because in this card he is under the water with his scythe, also represent the underworld water of, I think it is Duat. The scythe is creating bubbles in the water, and within those bubbles are souls that are being reborn and reincarnated. And if you notice, the scythe here is literally separating a soul's body from its head, and it's doing that because the body represents carnal instincts, sinful instincts, desires of the flesh, and it is being separated from its head, and its head is supposed to symbolize higher consciousness, kind of possibly even that aspect of the soul. So you see this scorpion at the bottom of this card because death is highly associated with scorpion and SEX, and also the planet Saturn. This card symbolizes the limitations of the body and the limitations of time and the decomposition of the body. The eagle at the corner symbolizes death of the ego, I believe, and reconnecting with spirit. The fish and the serpent represent the masculine and feminine aspects of recreating fertility, life, and unification from a lustful point of view. This card is all about reincarnating, letting go of the ego, connecting to spirit and to God, and learning to follow a more holy path. Death of carnal instincts and sinful instincts. Death of the flesh. And when we think of sin, we have to think about every religious concept of sin that there is out there. Death of pride, death of wrath, death of greed, death of envy, death of laziness, death of sins of the tongue, death of lying, death of gossip, death of slander, death of not taking action, death of resentment, death of jealousy. This card is about letting go of sinful ways of behaving, letting go of the ego so that you can reincarnate. This card is closely associated, if you can see here, with Nun, the Hebrew letter Nun. Nun is associated with the fish. This is about the continuation, believe it or not, of the line of David, which Jesus was referred to as a son of David. This is the ongoing of the line of David. Those who follow God, believe it or not, I know you tarot card followers are all about rejecting rejecting God and the Bible, but here it is sown not only in the Thoth Tarot but also in the Rider-Waite, which all the occultists follow. This is about our spiritual journey and letting go of those things that separate us from spirit, the very spirit that you try to communicate with every day. In order to do this, you must let go of what is oppressing you, what is holding you down, the goals and manifestation of all the choices that you've made in order to achieve goals, but yet you are finding that you are imprisoned within your goals. You are not moving forward. You are stagnating because your burdens are heavy. But sometimes, a lot of the times, this Ten of Wands symbolizes carrying the burdens of others and also there being an end game. And as this being the centerpiece of the reading, this is showing us that in the present we feel bound down, but we might feel heavy because of the fact that we are going through this process of transformation in order to make our burdens lighter. And this is followed by the Wheel of Fortune card, Fortune. We will achieve some type of change. And this Wheel of Fortune, it can be good or bad, but it is a culmination of previous deeds. And then the next card is the Ace of Discs, which is all about opportunity and growth. And then we have the Nine of Wands. So somewhere in this death, we somehow get rid of one of our wands. We go from the Ten of Wands to the Nine of Wands. And this makes our goals much more achievable. So somewhere along the line, you're going to have to let go of some of the burdens that you have carried so that you can lighten your load and actually make your goals achievable. And that is your reading with Madame Charkagne. It is time for change in order to get rid of all this negative, dark energy that is weighing you down. And it could very well be the death of what it is that you are holding on to that no longer serves your life purpose. And whatever it is that you're holding on to, it is separating you from spirit. You must get rid of that. And that is your reading with Madame Charkagne. Hopefully all of you pay attention to my readings, because I posted a reading before this and it was about the devil being a strong force in your life. And obviously you must cut out whatever it is that the devil is exploiting to keep you weighed down. God bless you. May peace be with you. This is Madame Charkagne.